Hi, in this video I want to talk about tooltips. So what I'm going to do first is just create a visual out there. I have some AP information and we'll just do a simple clustered column chart and we'll put in the total amount that is unpaid. We call that the unapplied amount in the value. And I'm going to put the vendor ID or the vendor number in the axis. And just, this is nothing that you probably haven't already done already. And in the visual, you notice that when you hover over one of the columns, for example, you get that tooltip, that pop-up window that tells you what it is you're looking at. So you can see the vendor ID itself that is represented there and the unapplied amount. Now we could add more information to this. We have this tooltips option right there when we have this visual selected. So I could, for example, put the vendor name into the tooltip, and I could even put the vendor classification ID into the tooltip. So now when I hover over one, I can see the vendor name and I could see the tooltip information. So this is pretty cool, being able to do this. But one of my problems with the tooltip right out of the box is the fact that it's light letters on a dark background. And there have been some studies that show that about 50% of people with astigmatism have a very difficult time reading light letters on a dark background. So I like to flip this, and you have to do it in the formatting of each individual object or each individual visual. So with the visual selected, I'm going to go into the formatting pane, and one of the options is tooltips. And when I open up the tooltip, I have the capability of changing the label colors, changing the value colors, and even changing the background colors. So what I'm going to do is change the label color to black, the value color to black, and then I'm going to change the background color from black. I don't want to use white because that might make it a little difficult. So I might use one of the other background colors. Let's use this coral color. So now when I highlight over one, I have darker words on a lighter background, and I find that makes it much easier to read. I hope this helps.